The way in which I set up my prison group is to have table and chairs, and we begin there. But across the other side of the room is a circle of chairs where I point over there and build this expectation that in a few minutes we're going to go over there if you would like to join us. But when we're sat around these table and chairs to begin with, like a boardroom style, and I really take time to welcome people there and help them think about the fact that it's a brave step to be here. And we get to know each other a bit because I ask people to explain why they've come, why they keep coming. But what is doing is building the tension, perhaps, building that expectation of what's going to happen when we leave this space and we travel. And when I was explaining this to some chaplains recently, I was talking about this idea of crossing the threshold and setting it up to be we're going to move into this more sacred space, this circle where we're going to really settle into quiet. And I was explaining to a chaplain that a new prisoner had come along and he had ADHD, which is quite common actually. And he was struggling with this idea of this circle and he was fidgeting and moving around, which is okay. And I tried to help people relax, but they don't need to stay still. But what happened was, as we all moved over to the circle, is he couldn't join us at that point. And he rushed off to the toilet first of all, and as we were settling down, he then went over to the bookshelf and got some leaflets. And as we settled into the quiet, he went back to the table and chairs, quite agitated. And I was checking in with him, but helping him accept that is what was okay for him, and that's fine. And what he did was he settled into the chairs over there and made himself comfortable, and I think dropped off asleep for a minute or two. So after about 20 minutes where we'd kind of had this very serene, tranquil time in the circle, he woke up and he crossed and he joined us in the circle. And at that point he kind of leant forward with his elbows on his knees and really settled into it. And when I was explaining this to a chaplain, describing what had happened, she said it was like there's a force field. You'd created this energy, this energy of a force field of tension that he was very aware of and struggling to feel he was strong enough to come through. But in that peacefulness, he made it. He kind of strengthened himself and gathered the resources he needed and crossed the threshold. And that for me is a very powerful process, emotional process, psychological even, but a spiritual process. And again, she then added, it's almost like you're providing an initiation ritual that he has to make the decision himself and cross. So it's a powerful experience. And I look forward to seeing how he is next time.